Now, Angel Reese just dropped some major news about her and other WNBA players possibly sitting out if they do not get their just due. Now, that's basically a lockout.
Angel Reese just shook up the WNBA, and she's not here to play. Imagine barging into your boss's office, slamming the table and saying, "Pay me or I'm out." Well, that's pretty much what Angel just did. She's demanding the bag, and if the league doesn't step up, she might just walk away. Is she out of her mind, or is she making a bold power move? Either way, things are about to get messy. Let's dive into the drama.
And one of the things that we're getting is she had, of course, Dejanay Carrington on her podcast. Well, some things are coming out in regards to WNBA pay.
Angel Reese is at it again, folks, but this time, she's not making headlines on the basketball court. She's taking her talents to her own podcast, where she just dropped her latest grievance. The issue, the WNBA isn't paying her enough. Oh, the tragedy, the horror. Someone, please cue the violins.
And they're saying, if we don't get what we want, we are gonna walk away. If we don't get what we want, we are going to walk away. That's what Angel Reese is saying. That's what she's hearing. So instead of me trying to make it up, let's listen to the source herself.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more. Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to get face the consequences.
Before we even get there, I will say this. Caitlin Clark deserves the most. Angel Reese deserves the second most. And then the rest of y'all can have the rest. But that's just how it should be.
Sitting across from her was none other than Dejanay Carrington, the self-proclaimed voice of reason who never misses a chance to drop a sideline pep talk that absolutely no one asked for. Whether it's calling out referees, hyping up players who are already locked in, or diving headfirst into debates that didn't need her input, DJ has built a reputation as the ultimate courtside commentator.
Like, I need to elevate in the same way that, you know, that my paycheck elevated. So,
yeah, we seen that. I seen them zeros.
Stop it.
It's crazy you could look up people's salary.
I know. I'm like, y'all know.
I'm pocket watching because when it's my time, I need to be getting paid.
The issue? It was more about feelings than facts. Instead of tackling real economic factors like revenue, sponsorships, and demand, they leaned into the same tired arguments, conveniently ignoring the reality that professional sports, regardless of gender, are a business first. It wasn't about fairness, it was about finances. Yet, in their world, simply existing as talented athletes meant they were owed a bigger paycheck. No further discussion needed.
Angel Reese just threatened a lockout. I'm not joking. Can we just talk about how crazy this is? She just threatened a lockout. She's not even on the WNBPA board and she just threatened a lockout. Like, what is going on? What is going on? And like, in Angel Reese's defense, pretty damn good game on Unrivaled today. She seems to have Fee Collier's number. In fairness, bit turnover prone, a lot turnover prone, but in fairness, good game, some good finishes. But all of that's overshadowed because she just threatened the lockout.
Reese, in all her dramatic glory, basically said that if she doesn't get more money, she's out. Yep, she's threatening to walk because, you know, that's how you build leverage when you're barely out of your rookie season. Demand more cash or peace out. Brilliant strategy. Never mind actually improving your game or, I don't know, winning something meaningful first. Nope, let's skip all that and go straight to contract negotiations like she's the LeBron of the WNBA.
And because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us, if y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility, for real.
Yeah.
And Dejanay Carrington? Oh, she was right there hyping it up, nodding along like this was the most profound declaration of all time. Like they had just cracked the Da Vinci Code of athlete salaries. Because clearly what the WNBA really needs is for Angel Reese to make demands, right? The same Angel Reese who's made more headlines for trash talk and social media antics than actual dominant gameplay. The backlash was immediate. Fans, analysts, and even some former players were quick to remind her that WNBA salaries aren't exactly determined by vibes and wishful thinking. It's almost like revenue matters. Who knew? The WNBA is still growing, still fighting for attention, and yet here's Angel Reese acting like she's carrying the entire league on her back, demanding superstar money while still putting up, let's be real, very average numbers.
Would the WNBA players really do it? Would they really stand on a wall? Would they really stand on a wall? I don't believe they would. I don't believe that there are enough players that would stand on a wall and say, I want more money. Well, let me rephrase that. They would say they want more money, but would they stand on a wall and risk a lockout to get that?
Of course, Reese isn't exactly known for reading the room, so naturally, she doubled down. I know my worth. She probably thought, which is fantastic, except worth is typically measured in performance, not just Instagram followers. Meanwhile, Dejanai Carrington sat there, probably imagining herself as some kind of revolutionary for co-signing this nonsense. It's the same story every time. Instead of putting in the work and proving the doubters wrong, Angel Reese is out here playing the victim again. I deserve more, screams the player who hasn't even completed a full pro season. It's giving delusion. But hey, at least she's consistent. If talking paid the bills, she'd be the richest athlete alive. Unfortunately for her, the league actually values talent, teamwork, and, oh yeah, winning. So go ahead, Angel. Take a stand. Walk out of the WNBA if you must. See how that works out. Maybe there's a podcast sponsorship waiting for you somewhere because, let's be real, that microphone seems to be your favorite piece of equipment these days. And DJ Carrington, keep gassing it up, girl. Y'all are comedy gold at this point.
Players Association are not able to get the WNBA players their worth, and they should. But in no way, shape, or form is Angel Reese, who's not even a representative for her team or for any team.
So, Angel Reese, the same person who was flexing about how she didn't need an NBA salary because her bills were already paid, is now demanding a pay raise? Oh, that's cute. Just a few months ago, she was practically laughing at the idea of relying on a WNBA check, and now suddenly, the math ain't mathing. Look, I get it. Professional athletes deserve better pay. But let's be real. Pay raises usually come with performance, and I don't know, maybe making layups should be part of that equation. Because right now, the only thing Angel is consistently hitting is the backboard. You can't be out here asking for more money while serving up shooting percentages that look like Wi-Fi signals in the middle of nowhere. And of course, we have Dejanai Carrington jumping into the conversation like the hype woman nobody asked for, backing up the nonsense with zero hesitation. Sis, this isn't the fight you think it is. Yes, WNBA players deserve better conditions, but we're not about to act like Angel Reese is out here filling stadiums and carrying the league on her back.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah, it covers that. It definitely covers that.
What is my, I don't even know my salary. 74? Okay. Times.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't even know my salary. Does it? Let me see. You don't even. Yo!
Angel Reese really pulled off the ultimate hustle. One minute, she's a solid college player with decent skills, and the next, she's out here acting like the backbone of women's basketball, all because she got into a staring contest with Caitlin Clark. Forget championship rings or game-winning shots. Why bother when you can just wave your hand in someone's face and ride that clout straight to the bank? Now, she's demanding a pay raise like she personally put the W in WNBA. Girl, if social media beef paid the bills, half of Twitter would be millionaires. Let's be real. Her marketing strategy was simple. Keep Caitlin Clark's name in her mouth and profit off every headline, every interview, every viral moment. Somehow, someway, Caitlin's name always had to be in the mix. Oh, look at me. I'm making women's basketball exciting. No, you're making it messy, and there's a difference. Meanwhile, Dejanai Carrington is backing her up like a loyal hype squad, gassing up every move like Reese personally built the league from scratch. This is the same WNBA that existed long before her, but sure, let's pretend that waving fingers and taking credit for someone else's popularity is some kind of revolutionary act.
If y'all don't give us what we want, we sitting out. Angel Reese on the upcoming WNBA CBA. I thought this was Legion Hops or Lurgin Hoops. I thought this was gonna be a Centel, but no. This is why sometimes you probably should have somebody look over a podcast. And this is a mad thing.
And now, after all that, Angel's looking around like, where's my bag? As if controversy alone should come with a paycheck. Ma'am, Caitlin's over there actually putting up numbers, drawing massive crowds, and landing real endorsements. Meanwhile, you're playing the role of girl who was in the same clip. But sure, let's cut the check. because apparently playing the villain in a basketball soap opera is a full-time job now. Maybe I should start throwing side eyes at random people and see if I can get a raise too. Now, don't get it twisted. Nobody's saying Angel Reese isn't talented. She can hoop. She's got game. But let's not pretend she's out here reinventing basketball. She wasn't pulling in record-breaking viewership, selling out arenas, or making corporate sponsors foam at the mouth until she decided to latch onto the Caitlin Clark effect. Suddenly, she's everywhere, talking about how she's the face of the game. Ma'am, the face of the game actually changes games. The funniest part? She's now demanding more money, like she didn't just get famous off someone else's momentum. Imagine a side character in a movie storming into the director's office like, "Hey, I know the main character did all the work, but I was in the background, so I deserve top billing." That's the energy we're dealing with here. The entitlement is truly something to behold.
However, now she's saying, and Dejanay's concurring here, that if they don't get a raise, they are going to walk out. Now, they're heading towards a new CBA. They've already signed a new media rights deal that is going to be right around 4 times the amount that their current media rights deal is, and that's where the money is. It's TV money. All right, that's where the money is, and all the while, we should sit back and understand Caitlin Clark is still the only player that's drawing ratings.
And let's talk about this. I'm making women's basketball great narrative. Oh, are you? Because last time I checked, people were already watching before you started running your personal PR campaign. The sport was growing, the talent was showing out, and women's basketball was finally getting the credit it deserved. But somehow, Angel Reese thinks she's single-handedly dragging the league into relevance, like the WNBA was just sitting in a basement somewhere collecting dust until she showed up with her trash talk and attitude. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is actually out here shifting the culture, inspiring young players, and putting on masterclasses on the court. But Angel? She wants credit for just existing in the same space. It's like being a background dancer at a Beyoncé concert and demanding Grammy recognition. Make it make sense.
Particularly when a majority of the league makes under probably $125,000 a season. I gotta wonder, would they really do it?
If Angel sneezes, DJ is right there like, that's revolutionary. That sneeze just changed the game. It's actually impressive how much energy she puts into hyping up mediocrity. She's like a one-woman PR firm, working overtime to convince us that Angel's legacy is bigger than it actually is. The wildest part? Angel keeps pushing this idea that people are mad at her. No, sis. Nobody's mad. People are just tired of watching someone get rewarded for antics instead of actual skill. It's like showing up to work late, barely doing anything, and then demanding a promotion just because people keep talking about you at the water cooler.
So basically, what Angel Reese is saying that the new girls that's coming into the league in the future after this current CBA agreement that they're working on now is done, they're going to make more money. Quite substantially a lot more money. So like your Juju Watkins, your Paige Beckers. Well, I don't know about Paige. Paige might not, but Juju for sure. So whenever Juju come into the league, Hannah Hidalgo, like those young ladies, it's going to be probably making close to $1 million rookie contracts or something. But Angel Reese is letting it be known that, well, if they're going to make more than we had to make and we're bigger stars than them, guess what? We're going to sit out.
Angel Reese wants a raise? Cool. Then prove why she deserves it. Let's see the numbers, the stats, the ticket sales, the impact beyond social media drama. Because last I checked, businesses don't hand out raises just because you trended on Twitter. The WNBA isn't a reality show. It's a league. And if she really wants to get paid, maybe she should focus on dominating on the court instead of dominating the comment section. At the end of the day, real stars don't have to beg for money. They earn it. Caitlin Clark isn't out here asking for handouts. She's making herself undeniable. That's the difference. So maybe instead of demanding a bigger paycheck, Angel should work on making sure people remember her for her actual game, not just her side-eye moments. Because right now, the only thing she's proving is that talking loud gets you attention, but it doesn't always get you paid.
That's what Angel Reese is hearing. Angel Reese is hearing that if the owners don't comply, if they say, look, I'm good on this, I don't think you guys deserve this. Yeah, you might. Oh, this is what you want the minimum contract to? No. Oh, this is what you want the rookie numbers to increase to? No. Oh, you want all of these? No. If you don't, she's hearing. She didn't say this herself. I'm hearing, if you don't give us what we want, we're sitting out.
The offseason auditioning for the role of most underrated victim in basketball history, Caitlin Clark was too busy making defenders reconsider their career choices, while the so-called overlooked stars were out here running a full-time campaign about being disrespected. Clark was running drills, getting sharper, faster, and deadlier.
This is why the WNBA was in big trouble.
Funny how the ones doing the most talking are the least interested in proving it on the court. Because when the new season tips off, tweets and side-eyes won't save anybody from getting lit up for 30 points. There's a reason some players rise while others just rant. But when it's time to lace up and actually play, all that off-season noise won't mean a thing. Because while some were crying about not getting enough credit, Caitlin Clark was too busy making sure nobody could deny her. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.